Hello everyone. Welcome back to the vlog. It's a new week. It's a new vlog. If you've been keeping up with the vlogs, then you know that I'm currently in the south of France right now for my 3-week rehabilitation. What's it called? This is round 3 of me being here to rehab. So it's like a time stay, 3-week stay, 3-week journey, 3-week cycle. Why can't I find the word? Anyway, I'm going to be here for 3 weeks, currently rehabbing my shoulder, and there's a lot that I want to share with you. But one of the things I want to say that's so cool that I'll tell you all a lot more about this stay here in a little bit. But one thing I found was super cool was the fact that while you're here, they actually genuinely care about your mental health. And as a matter of fact, these are a bunch of questions that, like, a bunch of papers that they give you of like do's and don'ts and rules and just, how things work here. But one of the things that they require you to fill out is this questionnaire. And I want to read some of the questions too, because I think it's so nice that your mental health is also considered when you come here, because a lot of athletes, when they go through injuries, they struggle with their mental health, they struggle with identity, they struggle with just depression and taking on the weight and the burden of having been injured, and they don't know how to deal with it in a healthy manner. And you actually do spend quite a lot of time on your own here. I mean, you can make friends and go hang out with people to buffer, being alone if that's what you want. But if you choose to, you can also just like be alone for a lot of time while you're here, especially on weekends, because on weekends we have a lot of free time, and they give your body time to recover so that you can push hard during the week. So today is Sunday, for example, and I've been by myself for majority of the day. And I think that they consider that, and the fact that there are athletes who may not be able to cope with that in a healthy way. So they give you this questionnaire to fill out, and it's actually an assessment, as I said, of your mental condition. And they will ask you questions like, I still enjoy the things I used to enjoy. You have to circle 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, whether it's yes, just as much, no, not as much, only a little, or hardly at all. They'll ask, another question is, I get a sort of frightened feeling as if something bad is about to happen to me. I laugh easily and see the good sides of things. I worry. And of course, you're answering and rating how you feel about it. I feel cheerful. I can sit quietly doing nothing and feel relaxed. I feel as if I'm slowed down. I get a sort of frightened feeling in my stomach, and my stomach is knotted. I no longer take interest in my appearance. I'm often restless and have to be on the move. I look forward to things with enjoyment. I get sudden feelings of panic. Like a bunch of different things. They also ask you, like, if you smoke, if you drink, have you ever smoked cannabis before midday? Have you ever smoked on your own? Have your friends or family ever told you that you should reduce your cannabis consumption? I think they have the same for alcohol, and like, if your friends and family ever told you that you're consuming too much alcohol. Like, they ask you a lot of things. They also ask you about drugs, like, do you consume illicit substances regularly or occasionally? Do you use doping as substances as part of your sporting activities? Like, they ask you everything, and I think that they want to be very comprehensive in their rehabilitation process. Because I remember my second time here, they asked if I wanted to see a psychologist, and I said yes, and I went and spoke with her, and I remember crying in that session, talking about like not having fully come to terms or like sat with being injured. And it was intense, but it was cool because just to see that side of the sport is also taken into consideration, and that there are people who actually care about how you're doing up here is really nice. So anyway, I need to fill this out. I need to give this to the nurse. There's a nurse on staff who's here 24/7. They do rotations, so it's not like one person who's being overworked. But there's actually a telephone. I'll give you a room tour in a bit, but there's a telephone line here. And the nurse actually called me asking for the questionnaire, so I need to hurry up and fill it and give it to her. But there's a button that you can press that actually automatically calls the nurse, and one time I accidentally pressed it, and I kid you not, like, if I do it now, you will see that in about 30 seconds or less, I will get a call on the phone asking is everything okay. And I'm not going to do it, of course, because, I'm not going to be like the boy who cried wolf. But at the same time, it's nice to see how responsive they are. It's like a hospital here, but I'll tell you more about it in a little bit. Let me fill out this questionnaire and I'll be right back. Good morning, y'all. Time and again, the Holy Spirit has shown me that I should listen to Him. And time and again, I would do my own thing. And I'm starting to get annoyed at myself. But to be honest, sometimes I think that it's just my own thoughts and my own conscience and like me speaking to me. And I'm like, it's not as serious. But then these things like would happen. And I just know, okay, wait, that was the Holy Spirit. So what I'm talking about this morning is, oh, I could cry. This morning, okay, so usually before my workouts, like I would have a little devotions, read the verse of the day, try to meditate on it, have a little worship session, but it's also like while I'm getting ready. So it feels really rushed because I don't have a lot of time in the morning because I have to wake up like 6. I set my alarm for 6:35, and then most times I would press snooze. And so I'll actually get off my bed 6:45. Sometimes I press snooze twice, unfortunately, wake up like 5 to 7. And then we start workouts at 8 o'clock and I have to have breakfast before that, right? So everything just feels really rushed and I don't really get time to sit with the Lord. And this morning, as I was like listening to worship music while getting ready, I paused for a bit and I was praying a little bit and then I had to like stop and then go and get ready. And I was like, gosh, my mornings feel so rushed and I feel like most connected with the Holy Spirit like in the morning, like when you just wake up and like your mind is clear. Sometimes I'm thinking about what I dreamed last night. Sometimes the Holy Spirit will actually bring back to memory like the things that I dream. One of the ways the Holy Spirit speaks to me is through dreams. So it's important for me, to kind of reflect on what I dreamt and what the dream meant. And it's just a time where like I feel most vulnerable toward the Holy Spirit in the best way. And I was thinking about Psalms 143 verse 8, which says, "Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I put my trust in you." And I was like, God, I just honestly, I just want to spend more time in your presence. I don't want to be rushing off to working out this morning. Like, I just want to sit with you and I just want to sit at your feet. Like, that's genuinely what my heart was feeling, And the Holy Spirit was like, pick up the camera and just share that on the vlog. Like, just talk about that. But then I was like, no, but I can't. If I pick up my camera now, I have to rush. I need to go. Like, I can't stop to do that, right? Well, tell me why. I got downstairs this morning. And y'all, it's not funny, yeah? But the workers are on strike. Strike. They are not working today. They have their signs and their banners out front. I'll actually show you a video, probably put it right here because I filmed it on my iPhone and I filmed it vertically, so I'll just probably put it somewhere right here. But the workers are on strike. They will not be working today, which means that we have no physio, we have no workout session. What else? They are out front having a barbecue. Basically, they set up their stand with coffee and things to eat and drink, and then they're going to do a barbecue because they're going to be there all day and they have to prepare lunch for themselves. Like, it's just a whole thing. And I'm just thinking, God, you truly grant us the desires of our hearts according to your will. Like, when our desires are aligned with His will, that's the sweet spot. That's the sweet spot. That is the best part ever. And to think that now I just get to sit and spend time with the Lord. Anyway, let me do that instead of vlogging to y'all right now. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, checking back in with y'all. So I've had such a great day so far. A productive day at least. I filmed one episode of the Faithful Athlete pod and I wore the same outfit. So if you see this vlog and then you see the episode, then you'll know which one I'm talking about. I want to film more content today. I want to film some for Instagram. I was going to say IG and Instagram. I want to film one for Instagram. And I want to film another YouTube video because I did no makeup, so I'm trying to like maximize on it. But I need to go to a supermarket where there's a photo studio because my team manager sent me a text and was like, she needs me to send her some passport size pictures because they're trying to redo my visa, and they're trying to do it from here in France so that I won't have to go through the process of having to go back to St. Lucia, and she needs that done urgently. So I'm like, the nearest supermarket to that photo booth thing is 30 minutes away, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, who's supposed to work that? Anyway, so you know what? Let me not procrastinate on this because I know it's important. So, all right, I'm just gonna go get that done, get that out the way so that I could do what I want afterward. Even though I feel like that's going to take up like till the afternoon. All right, let's just go and see. Okay, so I just quickly filled up my water bottle because I checked maps, and this place is 30 minutes away, a whole 30-minute walk. So not only did I fill up my water bottle, but I'm putting my headphones in and I'm gonna load up a podcast or some music. Actually, no, I think I'll load up a podcast or something, or some music. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so I made it to the photo booth. Do I know what I'm doing? I don't know, but we will figure it out. Okay, I need to go because the longer I stay here is the more things I see that I want to get. Yo, only me will do something silly like this, right? So I paused from going to take the picture in the photo booth because I had sweat marks under my under my jersey, right? Under my armpits. Even though I know the hair would cover it, but I was like, just in case. Tell me why I couldn't wait before cashing my goods to take a sip of water. After I walked through the whole supermarket so that my sweat marks could dry, I go and do this. Anyway, watch me do something very silly. So first of all, this public bathroom is so pretty. Like, wow, I am actually very impressed. Look at it. Anyway. All good. We're good to go. Let's go take some pictures. Alors, on y va. Okay, how do we do this?
Bonjour et bienvenue. Nous allons vous accompagner pour réaliser le produit de votre choix. Si vous souhaitez réaliser une photo d'identité pour un passeport ou un document officiel, sélectionnez le service de gauche. Si vous souhaitez réaliser un autre produit, sélectionnez le service de droite. Pour sélectionner votre produit, utilisez les flèches.
Okay, so photo d'identité. That's definitely me. So
Sélectionnez un produit à l'aide des boutons. La tête droite est centrée et fixez l'objectif. Gardez une expression neutre, fermez la bouche et ne souriez pas.
Oh my god, I have to see this. I have to like shrug down in order to fit. So I was sitting like this, and it has to go in the red, so I have to be like, oh boy.
Vous êtes prêts? Attention. Si cette photo vous satisfait, appuyez sur le bouton vert. Sinon, appuyez sur la flèche gauche pour reprendre une photo. Votre photo est prête. Vous pouvez la récupérer à l'extérieur de la cabine.
Oh,
Merci et à bientôt.
Okay, hold on, let's see.
Sélectionnez un produit à l'aide des boutons indiqués. Puis appuyez sur le bouton vert.
So that's the post office behind me. Clearly closed, which means that I'm going to have to walk back here another day. So that's the plan. Let me just head back to the sports hall. Let me head back to the facility. Okay, let's go. Okay, so y'all, I'm back inside. I'm in for the night actually. I already had dinner downstairs, and the cafeteria is a setup where like there are a lot of people, so I have not yet found the courage to take you all to the cafe with me and like vlog with people around. So yeah, I am in for the rest of the night, so I just wanted to close off today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I do genuinely appreciate every person who sits and watches my vlog, especially in its entirety. If you did watch this entire vlog, leave me a comment. Like, let's connect. Like, don't be a ghost, don't be a stranger. You know, let's find community here on this platform. I think I'm shaking the camera a lot because I have it on this table, but I just wanted to leave you with this. Nothing worth having comes easy. And this is just something that I'm telling myself right now because it's taking like effort, it's taking time to rebuild my platform and to, you know, film and edit and do all of the things. But this is generally something that I love doing and something that I'm passionate about. And it's also something that I want to see successful. And I know that one day it can be, one day it will be, but it is going to take, you know, the intentionality. I think, especially in such a fast-paced world that we live in right now, where everything is like short form, everything is quick, we want microwave success. And I think that a lot of creators have gone viral and they've, you know, been successful overnight, but the truth is, for the majority of us, that's not the case. And I think too many times we highlight virality and we don't talk enough about intentionality and steady consistency, silent consistency. We don't talk about, you know, the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into putting in the content, you know, sowing those seeds until we do reap a harvest. So I want to just talk about that a little bit and tell you that, you know, whatever it is that you're doing in life, whether it's working a different job, whether it's working a 9 to 5, whether you're in school and you're putting in, you know, time in studies, stick with it, you know, be committed, be diligent. And I think that nature has to respond to seed time and harvest. It's a principle that literally cannot be revoked. So if you sow seeds, you have to reap a harvest at some point, right? So keep sowing those seeds, be encouraged, don't quit, keep putting God first, inside, after, in between, like all around. Let His presence completely surround you in all that you do. And God's willing, I will see you all in my next vlog. Be strong and stay calm. Bye.